This paper presents a hierarchical framework for measuring the innovation in scientific papers using large language models. The authors, including Hongming Tan, Xiaoshang Zhan, and others from Tsinghua University and Pengcheng Laboratory in China, address a critical challenge in academic evaluation. With the surge in scientific paper submissions, assessing innovation has become essential, yet it's often difficult due to the subjective nature of what makes research truly innovative. Innovation in research goes beyond just novelty or originality. While novelty refers to something new or unique, and originality to fresh ideas, innovation combines these with practical value and validated results. For instance, a paper might introduce a new method, but true innovation requires that this method works effectively and contributes meaningfully to the field. The paper highlights that existing methods for evaluating papers fall short in several ways. Current approaches are divided into content-based and metadata-based methods. Content-based methods analyze the text itself, using techniques like rule-based systems or deep learning to detect novelty. However, these often focus only on parts of the paper, such as the title, abstract, or keywords, which can lead to biased or incomplete assessments. They also tend to measure just novelty without considering the paper's overall value or feasibility. On the other hand, metadata-based methods rely on external factors like the journal's impact factor or the author's reputations, which aren't helpful for evaluating unpublished papers or in double-blind reviews. To overcome these limitations, the authors propose a new framework called HSPIM, which stands for Hierarchical Scientific Paper Innovation Measurement. This is a training-free system based on large language models, meaning it doesn't require pre-training on specific datasets. Instead, it leverages the capabilities of LLMs like GPT models in a zero-shot manner, where the model responds to prompts without prior fine-tuning. The core idea of HSPIM is to break down the paper into a hierarchy, from the full paper level, to sections, and finally to question-answer pairs. This allows for a more comprehensive analysis. First, the framework segments the paper based on its section titles. Scientific papers typically follow the IMRAD structure, which includes sections like abstract, introduction, related work, approach or methodology, analysis or theory, experiments, experiment analysis, discussion or limitations, and conclusion. The LLM classifies these sections automatically. Once the paper is divided into sections, the framework uses zero-shot prompting to generate question-answer pairs for each section. These QA pairs are designed to focus on the section's content and highlight potential innovations. For example, for a methodology section, questions might probe how the proposed method differs from existing ones and whether it offers practical advantages. The QA pairs serve as augmented context, helping the LLM to better evaluate the material. Next, the LLM assigns a novelty score and a confidence score to each chunk of text. The novelty score measures how innovative the content is, while the confidence score indicates how certain the LLM is about that assessment. To get an overall innovation score for the entire paper, the framework aggregates these scores by weighting them with the confidence values. This means sections where the LLM is more confident have a greater influence on the final score. To enhance accuracy, the authors introduce a two-layer question structure. This includes common questions that apply across all sections, such as, what new ideas does this introduce? And section-specific questions tailored to the content, like, how does this experimental setup improve upon previous methods? In an experiment section. Additionally, they use a genetic algorithm to optimize the combinations of questions and prompts. A genetic algorithm is an evolutionary search method that tests different variations and selects the best ones based on performance metrics, ensuring the framework adapts and improves. The paper demonstrates the effectiveness of HSPIM through comprehensive experiments on datasets from scientific conferences. They compared it against baseline methods, such as simple text analysis or other LLM-based approaches. The results show that HSPIM outperforms these baselines in terms of effectiveness, meaning it provides more accurate innovation scores, generalization, as it works across different topics and years without retraining, and interpretability, because the hierarchical breakdown and QA pairs make the evaluation process transparent and explainable. For instance, in the experiments, HSPIM was able to handle full papers without the biases of focusing only on abstracts, and it incorporated aspects of value and feasibility that other methods ignored. This led to more reliable scores that align better with human judgments of innovation. The authors also note that by using weighted scoring, the framework reduces errors from uncertain assessments, making it a robust tool for academic review processes. Overall, this framework represents a significant advancement in text mining and innovation measurement. It leverages the power of large language models to provide a scalable, efficient, and insightful way to evaluate scientific papers, potentially transforming how researchers and reviewers assess new work in the field.